mean, 7 long years
Yeah.
is a long time. I mean, you get less for, crimes that we had to wait to get back into a competitive position. And we had to do a lot of watching of a lot of Mercedes winning and so on. And but we never lost sight of our target. We were still winning races pretty much every single year. We still won races and at circuits that we could excel at. So we never lost that target. It was just about putting the missing pieces into place. And then once we got a competitive power unit, bang, we were able to go toe to toe with Mercedes. So they were lucky they had it easy all of those years when we were running one-legged.
Yeah, no, you're not. That's for certain. It's one thing, Christian, to have a generational driver, a strong driver lineup. It's another to just make the right call, seemingly time and time again, strategy-wise, to click on all cylinders in the pit lane. There just seems to be no weakness to exploit when you look at your team. Is this the most complete team that you've been a part of since your time at Red Bull?
Yeah, absolutely. And it means every single area is doing their job. It's pit stops, it's strategy, it's reliability, it's aerodynamics, it's mechanical design, it's the upgrades, it's everybody through all the 22 different departments that we have is delivering at a level where they're outperforming their opponents, and that's what you have to do to win in this sport. And I think that when you see the one thing that everybody has in common is the car and the performance of that car on a Sunday afternoon, and what it means to everybody to see that car cross the line first has huge value to us.
I don't want to dwell too much on those 7 long years, as you called them, but it was clear that there was a huge amount of things that your team was good at, but you were being hamstrung usually by the engine, occasionally by other things. So how important were those years in terms of basically getting into a position where you can make a brilliant chassis, make it drivable, and then these new regulations come along and it's a blank sheet of paper for everyone? So how important were all those lessons from that 7 years to getting to this position you're in now?
Well, they were hugely important because they galvanized the team, because we came off a winning streak. And then suddenly we had no chance. We were turning up at races and we had no chance of success. And I think that tested, the team in many respects. It would have been very easy for a lot of people to have left at that point. But we stuck together and we focused on the things that we could influence. And I think that the way the team reacted, it hardened the team in many respects during that period. And the races we won, we had to scrap hard for. We had to be super, super sharp because, we were running with a handicap effectively. And if you look at the races that we won, and in those years, many of them were opportunistic wins or wins where at circuits where power didn't play a pivotal focus. So, and I think that just made us match fit for when, 2021 was the most epic season, I think, probably in the history of the sport. But we were ready for that challenge. We were battle hardened, from those intervening years.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content plus live streaming, make sure to subscribe to ESPN Player.